EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida and Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Miami Dolphins. It's a rematch of one of the great NFL playoff games of all time. The Chargers and Dolphins underway from Miami. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Here's Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to have it here just past the 25.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. And I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
17,
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3-3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Striker. Check striker.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Check 37. Check 37. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist. Check it back.
Check smash. Ready.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he is going to lose yardage here. And they'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction.
Here we go. 52 good.
Watch time.
You, yellow.
We got 4. 24 is the mic. Check the out. 24 is the mic. Rabbit.
In motion left is Wilson.
Double dog. That's the way.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll try the air now with Herbert. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, force the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. On 2nd and 10, Herbert. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point good by Hopkins, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Hey, go steal.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Shift, shift. Kill.
Ultra. Go ultra.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Open man, that's Gesicki down the field. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
Zoom striker. Zoom black.
24 is the mark.
Cut, cut.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Tua going for the deep ball. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle, 53 yards. And the Dolphins are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled. It to 15. The Charger drive about to get going. With the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Sliding out of the pocket. And that one complete downfield to Allen. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Herbert on first down now. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up second down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. Finding room at midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. On 1st and 10, Herbert. And he'll throw this one away, but I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the 1st. Here we go on 4th. Herbert. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
24 is the mic. Tighten up.
2 and now on 1st down. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Khalil Mack in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Looking to pass. Tua. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
After the turnover, here's Herbert rolling to his right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Herbert's throw there complete to Allen. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. On first down, Justin Herbert. Going back to Allen, he's got him again. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Herbert operating from the red zone. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Hopkins' kick is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. In motion left is Wilson. And a diving effort, but only right at the line of scrimmage. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Tua, a final shot before half. Going right back to Wilson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Kyle Van Noy.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 7 yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10. Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. They snap it to Herbert. Flushed out right. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers, and the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. And you wonder, Charles, could that decision come back to haunt them later?
And it really could, because in this situation, you kick the field goal in a tight game like this, that's a good play.
Yeah.
But maybe what he's saying to himself is, I'm just not a big proponent of the old idea that any possession that ends in a kick I'm happy with. He wanted to be really aggressive.
A little twist here in the 3rd quarter. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what do we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Striker, 3-3. Ultra.
Here's a handoff to Mostert running left. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he'll have the 1st down as he's up to about the 18. And they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe it'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Ready, 38.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Striker.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
24 is the mic. Watch the screen. Pass. 24 is the mic. Time to go night-night.
Yellow.
In motion left is Wilson. Off of play action. Tagovailoa. And going deep for Hill. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. It's a big play there for Miami. 46 yards. And you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. So the scoring dried up here in the third. Nothing that quarter for either side. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second down and 8.
60 Rams.
Let's go, defense.
Second down, Gaskin. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a third and about 5. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
A field goal try would be almost 50 yards from this spot. So what can they do to get closer now on third down?
Hey, we got 4 down. Check 43.
Mandy.
Check. Under 10. 10. You go tight.
Ready, go.
On third down, here comes Mostert. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. On first down, they go with Mostert again. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
He's checking.
Check, smash. Ready, go.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, I feel like we're playing old school, right around 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs to start hitting more targets. A handoff running left is Mostert. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. 44 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Once again, it's Mostert. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Ultra. Go ultra.
Two are going to hand this to Gaskin. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Myles Gaskin. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. That throw into the arms of Allen. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now it's Herbert. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Eckler now between the tackles. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw going into the hands of Williams. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 45-yard line. Herbert. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
It's not often that you'll find offensive and defensive guys that'll agree on much, but one place they find common ground, you've got to protect or attack the middle of the field. And no one was there. What a big play, moving it downfield.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Throwing, Herbert. Forced out to his left. Oh, no, he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
Herbert going to throw. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. Fourth down for Herbert. Desperation time. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning We are about 10 miles or so southwest of downtown Los Angeles at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Miami Dolphins and the Los Angeles Chargers. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started. And we are underway in Southern California. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. Herbert on the first play wants to pass it. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down. Back to throw here, Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. That's into the hands of Eckler. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
Again, Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Throwing again on second down. Herbert. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And some space to move right away as he's hauled away up to the 30. 8 yards there on a first down. Here's Herbert. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Herbert now. Steps away to his left. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And the Chargers are going to be set up with a first and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, first and goal. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. On second and goal. Herbert eluding the pressure right. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I'd say that he learned from his costly red zone pick earlier in the game, because this time he puts the throw away from where any defender can make a play on it. Unfortunately, he also sailed it over his intended target, and that doesn't work out well either.
On third down, here's Eckler. And he'll take this one down inside the 5 to the 3. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go.
Touchdown, Chargers! Austin Eckler from 3 yards out. And the Chargers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. On the return, Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. On 2nd and 11 now. Tua will get this into the hands of Mostert. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They hand it off to Mostert. To the 43, 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He's going to look deep down the field. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger 1st down. Here's Herbert. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Back to throw. Herbert, he'll get this to Eckler. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the 1st half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the 2nd half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 31-yard line. Herbert back to the air. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Herbert. It's complete to Williams. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 18. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. To the air again, Herbert. Flushed out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play, because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
Second and 10. Here's Herbert once more. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Second down and goal. Herbert. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Justin Herbert looking to pass. Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Chargers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll just get rid of it.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Tua sets up to pass it. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. 2nd and goal from the 1. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Jalen Guyton in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Takes it at the 7. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 22. In motion, Hill. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Throwing on 2nd and long. Tua. Dancing to his left. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on third down. Makes it manageable now.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Finding room at midfield. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Tua. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Yeah, he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over. That type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down. Now a give to Mostert running right. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Wilson going to try the right side. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On third down, here's Wilson. That he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
They'll try it now with Mostert. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. They were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Herbert. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. To throw on 2nd and 10. Herbert. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. A big play there for L.A. 43 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Eckler going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. Eckler again. And I don't think he got in. He did not. They mark him short of the goal line. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down territory.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Isaiah Spiller punching it in from a yard away. And the Chargers have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
On 1st down, they go with Mostert again. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of the tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Got a man. It's Waddle complete. They find some open field here. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 48 yards. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Herbert on first down now. This is intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And he'll be taken out of bounds all the way down near the 35-yard line. 54 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. Well, they know they've got a good starter. Now the guy coming in to spell him shows he can run it pretty good as well.
And I think he appreciates the starter, wearing people down, tiring them out a little bit. He took full advantage, didn't he? Came in with fresh legs and carried the ball.
They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 22-yard line. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. A handoff running left is Mostert. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Once again, it's Mostert. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Sanders on for the extra point. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. So still a small chance here with a little over 30 seconds to go, but they're definitely going to need this one to bounce their way. So still a small chance here with a little over 30 seconds to go, but they're definitely going to need this one to bounce their way. And this is going to be taken in by the Chargers, and it appears they're going to win this football game. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Eckler going to get it again on second down. Oh, look at the juke. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. Great time there to come up with his longest run of the night. We just saw it.
Leads to a lot of satisfaction because if they're able to hang on and win this game, you know what else will happen in the locker room after this?
What's that? Head
coach will step up and go, great job, guys. Because of that, come in a little bit later tomorrow.
Herbert now to throw. He'll buy some time right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. Throwing the out route, and he's got Eckler. And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. First down. So it's a win here for the L.A. Chargers, and it was thanks to the fine play of their quarterback, CD, Justin Herbert.
Yeah, he had a great night throwing the football. Wound up with 3 touchdown passes for the game, and his leadership, it really showed through in this one.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. We are about 10 miles or so southwest of downtown Los Angeles at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Tonight, we've got a good AFC matchup on tap between the Cleveland Browns and the Los Angeles Chargers. Ready to get us started, it's Cade York, and we are underway in Southern California. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Play action. It's Herbert. They'll roll him out right. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Isaiah Spiller. 63 yards. And the Chargers go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. They went counter there offensively, and a couple of defenders were on skates for a second.
They certainly were, and you know what offensive linemen love about the counters and the misdirections? Sometimes you don't even have to block the defender. He can run himself out of the play if he doesn't read his keys properly.
Watson on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back 1 pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
After the turnover, here's Herbert sliding out of the pocket. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. Well, we've seen quarterbacks get away with throwing the ball on the run, no doubt. But this, Charles, I think you'd agree, not the best of throws.
And listen, you're not always going to have a clean pocket to step up with the proper mechanics and deliver the football. I mean, that's a given. But you also have to understand your limits and know what you can get away with and what you can't when you're trying to make a throw like that.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Off of play action, it's Watson. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Anthony Schwartz, 44 yards. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Charger drive about to get going. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Herbert's throw there complete to Allen. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Finds Spiller on the check down. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's second down. Now it's Herbert. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. It's J.O.K. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in there for the sack. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. 7-7, our score after 1. The Browns drive about to get started. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on third down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing on third down, Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Watson now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge. That's probably exactly what he's telling him in the huddle right now.
Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that one complete downfield to Allen. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the 1st down sack. Herbert. And the pressure gets to him again. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something different.
And pressure coming, and they got it once again. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by J.C. Jackson.
And the Chargers are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. And there's Williams. What a catch. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 23 yards on the play.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
On 1st and 10, Herbert.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score.
And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback.
The Browns drive about to get started.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Finding space at the 40.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Chubb will get the call running left. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
Second down, here's Chubb again.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
A third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
Now Watson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. So a stop here defensively to start this third quarter. Just what's needed in a tie ball game.
Yeah, good chance to build back some momentum on the defensive side of the ball. In fact, what they've done is give their offense a nice push in the back as they get ready to take the field.
on fourth down. Watson. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down as they'll get the conversion on a gain of 14. Fourth down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. So this offense able to convert on fourth, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Chubb on the counter. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Here we go on 4th. Watson. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Watson just beating the play clock. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb trying to run inside, but nothing there. The Browns on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Running for it. Here's Chubb. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Chubb will score. Touchdown, Cleveland. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Charger drive about to get going. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for them. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
A give running right is Chubb. Brought down at the 20. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. To throw is Watson. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Well-timed effort there by Derwin James. A sack from his safety position.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
York able to send this one through. And they will move up by 10 now. 17-7. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
The Charger drive about to get going. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback. Herbert. To Guyton. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Throwing, Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. 20, 10, touchdown LA. Keenan Allen, 72 yards. And the Chargers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point good by Hopkins. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So they got their touchdown, now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Handoff up the middle, Hunt. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll run again with Hunt. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 48 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Well, partner, you and I were excited for this one today, and it certainly had its moments. Some good execution at times by both of these offenses. Defenses both made some plays as well, and always a joy to be up here in the booth next to you, my friend.
Yeah, it's a privilege to be up here in the booth next to you as well. Thanks for taking the time, and let's go ahead and get ready for our next one, right? I'll see you in the film room. Get that preparation started now.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. So long, everybody.